And I think he has to beat Azilys right now if he wants to be in that conversation.
So here we go. Game number 2, King of the Hill, Tribe Gaming with the game in hand. A bit of a thanks out of Azilys as he eats up that princess at the bridge, looking like maybe double bait out of KK.
Yeah, maybe Azilys really happy about his matchup with the thanks there. You see KK with 2 King of the Hill sweeps. Azilys with 0 because he hasn't played.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy to think about. Azilys didn't play a ton of King of the Hill back in CRL North America. Of course, did some good work in CRL CRL West when he was with Team Queso in King of the Hill, picking up his only 2 career sweeps. But since then has been consistently focused just on that 2v2.
I like the timing there out of KK, the log to clean up the unit off the board, and the E-Wiz and a very high Rascals, not close enough to get the splash damage on top from the Mega Knight, now getting a decent counter push in.
So interesting to see this variant of log bait coming out from KK. You know, the log bait not super duper strong right now, not super duper popular right now. And especially this one in particular, you don't see, you see people go towards double bait more because of the pressure. So very curious as to why KK is going with this in this situation.
I also like that KK went high Goblin Barrel there off to the left-hand side. Knowing that Log was out of cycle, he knew Azilys' best response would be a Hunter plate in the back, because when that's timed correctly, that's going to mitigate the most damage. So he went up high with that Goblin Barrel so that the Hunter wouldn't be able to mitigate 100%. Really, really smart move there.
Well, knowing a lot about this matchup, right, for KK, looking at that Barb Barrel, he's going to be varying that placement of the Goblin Barrel a lot more than he would if he were up against Log or some other small spell. So keep an eye on that one as he switches locations consistently throughout this game.
Yeah, it's really important to get that one Goblin on tower as many times as you can with your Goblin Barrels when you're playing against Barb Barrel. So that's what he's going to continue to do. And there you go, once again, offset to the right, looking for 100% damage mitigation is Azilys with a great barrel.
Rascals, you don't see a ton of Rascals these days, and this is sort of almost a throwback log bait deck to early 2019 when it was primarily popular. But Rascals Prince together do get a lot of value.
Yeah, and there you go. There was the barrel going straight forward, and Azilys met it with the Hunter. It would have been nice for KK to play a tricky barrel in that moment, knowing the Barb Barrel was out and that most likely the Hunter was going to come down.
Lifetime in King of the Hill, 20-17 is Azilys, and hoping to add one more right here, but struggling a bit, although this Mega Knight could turn into a bit of a nasty counter push here for the Frenchman.
Yeah, he's in a bit of trouble, though. KK's been playing really, really aggressive. He's been playing really clean also. So now you see, I like this graveyard. Pretty aggressive graveyard. The Mega Knight is tanking for it, but that Dark Goblin, always a great response to graveyard.
Oh, but the poison gets the King Tower activation. That is a rough one. 826, down to under 800 HP. Doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It's not the worst time in the game to get a King Tower activation as graveyard, but you still hate to see it.
Yeah, and you see the head shake there from Azilys, frustrated to miss another barrel. Although with this Mega Knight in the back, he just needs to cycle quickly enough, get that Hunter down maybe a little early, and the E-Wiz down so that there's no way for a barrel to sneak in. There it is. There's the Hunter early, and that's a smart thing to do.
I think he's going to ignore this Princess as long as he can and try to put pressure on the right-hand side. But of course, that Princess will stack up eventually. There you go. Barb Barrel picks up the Goblin, 780 to 567. Fisherman does finally take care of the Princess after giving up quite a bit of damage. Triple Elixir on its way. And KK in a good position.
Yeah, and I was going to say, this is going to actually start to favor Azilys as we get into triple. I'm so impressed with how well he's been playing this matchup so far. Great placement there on the Hunter. Great timing. There's the graveyard in. He's doing great stuff here, Rich.
The Barb Barrel not in cycle against those Goblins, trying to stab away, and they get it done.
And you see the smile on his face because he knows he just made a rookie mistake.